Hi, it's me, Ezekiel, your messengerbot guide. In today's video, I will show you how to create a very simple and easy chatbot from scratch that can sell your products, gather customer information, and determine their basic account details. I've created this video just to show you guys how easy it is to create a new chatbot even if you do not have any experience or knowledge to create one. And all of these and other automation features can be yours for as low as $9.99 a month. Are you interested? If yes, please watch the whole video. Okay, before we start, we really appreciate if you like, subscribe, and share this video. Without further ado, let's go to our messengerbot app. Now here is our messengerbot app. Now for you to create a flow or a chatbot, just scroll down in this navigation area here in the left side corner. Then look for Bot Manager. Once you click this, the first option is the Bot Flow Manager or the Bot Flow Builder. Here you can create your chatbot. If you want to create a chatbot for your Instagram business account, just click Change to Instagram. There. Now, if you create a chatbot here, all of the created flows will be used for your Instagram business account. Now, for this tutorial, I will just use the Facebook page or our Facebook page. There. As you can see, there's no data available in this section here. But once you create a chatbot, it will show here. Then you will be able to edit it or delete it. You also have the option to import bot settings if you have one, and also import template. Since I've mentioned the template, we also have ready to use templates. If you're running a real estate company on your Facebook page, you can use real estate template here. But for this tutorial, I will create a new chatbot. For you to create one, just click the Create New Flow. There. Now this is the first component that you will have every time you create a new chatbot. And these are all the components you can use. All of them have their own uses. Now for you to use one, just click and drag them inside your flow builder. Now, here is our start bot flow. For you to trigger the bot or for you to have the bot working, you need a trigger keywords or a trigger options. We have two: trigger keywords and action button. I will just put it inside our flow builder. There. Now, every time you put a component inside your builder, you need to connect it. There. Now, I will explain to you the difference about the trigger keywords and the action button. Also, to input the details inside a component, just double click them. Then here are the details where you will be inputting or input your details. Now here at the trigger keywords, you can set a word that if the customer said that word, the bot will be triggered or start. You have the option here, an exact keyword match or a string match. Now in exact keyword match, the customer need to type the exact word that you have entered here. So let's say hello. So the customer need to say hello for the bot to work. Now in string match, if the customer send you multiple messages or a sentence, it must contain this word so that the bot will also work. Okay. Now in action button, the customer will receive a button that they can click. Once they click it, the bot will start. Okay, now for this tutorial, I will just use the trigger keywords. So let's delete this. To delete a component, just right click on it, then click delete. You also have the option to clone. There. Now let's input the details inside our trigger keywords component. There. Let's say the customer need to say hello for our bot to work. Then let's select the string match. Then click done. There. Now we have set up our trigger keywords. Also, please be noted that all of the components that you will put inside our builder, you must input details in it. Like this start bot flow. The customer will not see any details in this, but you need to name the start bot flow. So let's name this as demo flow or demo chatbot. You also have the options to input a label here. Okay, let's click done. There. Now, if you read the title of the video, it mentioned there that we will determine the customer account details or the customer's basic account details. Now, for you to do that, the conditional reply will do the job. There. Now, conditional reply allow you to set conditions that if met, it will determine the next action that you will set. Like for example, you want to know if the customer's email address is already saved in our database. And if not, you want to ask the customer's email address. Then the conditional reply can do that for you. That if the email address of the customer is not currently saved in our database, the bot will ask the customer about their email address. But if the email address is already saved in our database, then the bot will inform the customer that their email address is already saved in our database, so they don't need to send it again to us. There. Now, for this tutorial, let's say we want to determine the customer's gender, if it's female or male, so we can address them correctly. So let's double click this conditional reply. There. Now you have the all match or any match. I will come back to you later with this option here. Let's focus on the system field. Now here in the system field, you will enter the condition that you want to set. So let's say here in the variable area, you want to determine the customer's gender, first name, last name, label, email address, phone number. So let's say we want to determine the customer's gender. Now we have the values here or the equivalents and many other stuff like equivalent, less than, greater than, contains, start with, end with, has value. You can use this. So let's say gender. If gender is equals to, then here is the value. So you have the options of male or female. So let's say if female, there. Now we have set our system field here. Also, you can create a custom field if you want. If there are no variables here that you want to use, you can create your very own here, then put a value in it. Now for this tutorial, I will just use the gender. Now for this all match and any match, if there's a multiple system field, here you can add multiple system fields. Let's just click the plus sign. There. So let's say you want to know the gender, and also to know the first name of the customer. There. So let's say if the first name of the customer is John, the bot will reply based on the set conditions. So if you have multiple system field, it is best to use any match. So if any of these are met, then the bot will react to it. But for this tutorial, I will just use one system field. So let's select all match, then delete our second system field. So that's it. We need to know the gender of the customer. Then click done. There. As you can see, if gender is equals to female. Of course, don't forget to connect it. There. Now let's go back to our conditional reply. If gender is equals to female, if it's true, you can select an action in it. So you can select whether any components that you want to use here. So let's just say I want to use a text component. If you want to send a message in text format to a customer, text message will do the job for you. So if it's true, let's connect it here in the text message. Then here in the text message, let's say, or let's address the customer correctly. If the customer is female, let's address the customer as hi, Mrs. or Miss or Miss. Then the first name and the last name of the customer. Then our message. Let's say, thank you for visiting our shop. You can also toggle the typing on display and also delay in reply. Now, if the gender is female, if it's false, then it should be a male. So let's address our male customers here. So let's say, hi, Mr. First name and last name. Then thank you for visiting our shop. You can also put an emoji here if you want to. There. Now we have determined the customer's gender and we have specific replies on both genders there. Okay. Now let's set up our female customer first, since the Facebook account that I will use on this demo is my wife's account. Okay. Now let's add another text message. Let's say, please feel free to browse our catalog. There. Now, we want to give the customers an option to proceed or to cancel. So, let's use quick replies. You can also use the button here. The customer will have the option as a button. But in quick replies, the customer will have a bubble messages there that they can click. Once they click it, the next action will proceed. So, for this tutorial, I will just use the quick replies. Just drag the quick replies here, then click outside of the builder, or you can just click the quick reply here. Same goes as for the buttons component. There. Now let's use two quick replies, since we can use multiple quick replies in one component. So let's say in the first or in the second quick reply, let's say this is a new post back. If you have already created a post back, you just click this and put the post back ID here. But for this, I will use the new post back. You also have the option to select the phone number or the email address. Now, for this tutorial, I will just use the new post back. Then the name of the message inside the bubble message that the customer will receive. So let's say this quick reply or this button will be cancel or not for now. There. Now you will have the new post back component here. For this, you just need to name it. So let's say cancel post back. You can also choose a sequence here and then label. There. Now we want to send a message to the customer once they click this not for now button. So let's add another text message here. So let's say we do understand. Please feel free to visit us again. There. Now let's set up this proceed quick reply or the proceed button. Let's select the new post back again. Then the name of the button. Let's say browse catalog. There. Let's name it also like browse catalog. There. Now let's add another text message here. Let's say here these are the best selling items. Now we want to send the customer an item or the list of the items that we want the customer to browse. So the best component to use for that job is the carousel component. This you will be able to send multiple images in just one reply with the addition of a buy button below them. So let's drag carousel here. There. As you can see, you can enter 3 items. You can also add multiple if you want. There. Let's first connect it. Then, as I have mentioned, you need to edit or customize every component that you enter in our flow builder. So let's just toggle the typing on display and delay and reply. Then here in the carousel item component, just double click it and you will be able to enter your product images. Here are the supported file types. You can also enter the image link destination here. Then the name of the item. Also a subtitle if you want. So let's upload an item here. Since this is for a female customer, let's upload female clothes. There, let's name this as white long sleeves. Then done. Now that's our first item. Now let's fill these other 2. Blue color sleeves. Oh, let's add a different image. There. Is it red? Okay, it's red. Red long sleeves. There. Now we have 3 items. Now we will set up the button under them, the buy button. Now double click this button component. Then let's name it here. Get it now. Since this is a new sequence, we need to select the new post back. You also have the option to choose the post back or the web URL if you want to redirect the customer to a website once they click this button, and other options here. But for this tutorial, I will just use the new post back. There. Get it now. New post back. There, looking good. Now let's set up our new post back for our buy button. So, buy button. Let's just copy this. There. Now, we offered the customers to browse our catalogs and give them options to buy it. Now, once the customer click the buy button or get it now button, of course, we need to gather the customer's information such as phone number or delivery address so that we can fulfill our customer's purchase or order. So here, it is best use to use our user input flow. This will gather customer informations. So let's use this one here. So of course, let's connect it first. Then here, if you have set up already questions for your customers or user input flow, you can select the user input flow that you have created here. But if you want to create a new questions, select the add new input flow. There. Now of course, you need to name the campaign for this user input flow. So let's say customer or gather customer information. There. Now you will receive the new question component. Now here you will set the questions for your customer. So let's double click it. You will have the options to select free keyboard input or multiple choice. Now in multiple choice, you will give the customers multiple options that they can select to. Personally, I use this if I want to gather surveys from my customers. Let's say the question is, please rate my shop or please rate our page. Then the multiple choice will be 1 to 5. So this multiple choice, I usually use this for surveys purposes, but you can use this however you want. Now, if you want to gather information from your customers such as email address, phone number, anything, I use the free keyboard input so I can type the questions manually. So here is the free keyboard input. So here is where you can enter your question. So let's say, please provide phone number. Now here in the reply type, since we are asking for the customer's phone number, you need to select the phone number here. So if the customer type a message or letters, the bot will inform the customer that the format of their answer is not correct. So they need to input a phone number. So you need to select the reply type as phone number or phone. Now you also have a custom field or save to custom field here. So all of the customer's answer will be saved inside your custom field or your created custom field. But here in the save to system field, if the customer answers this question, the answer will be saved in the, let's say, phone number here. It will be saved in the phone field of your subscribers list. I will show you later after the video. There. So if you're asking for a phone number, you should be selecting phone here in the save to system field. You can also assign a label. And also, if you have a messenger sequence and an email phone sequence, you can select it here. Then, last but not the least, the skip button. So let's say, skip here. If you want the customer to have the options to not answer your question. There. Now, this is our first question. So let's click done. There. Now we also need to gather the customer's email address. So in order for you to do that, just click the next here. Then click it outside. There. Then set up your next question. So let's say, please provide your email address. Then email here. And also here in the save to system field. There. Now the last question, of course, we need to gather the customer's delivery address. So let's ask the question. Please enter your preferred delivery address. On this one, since we don't have a location here, it is best to use the text so that the bot will recognize even if the customer sends you a combination of letters and numbers, since that's how address are. So let's select text here, but here in the save to system field, you have the option for the location. There. Now in the skip button text, then click done. There. Now I think 3 questions is enough for us to proceed with the customer's order. So let's send a thank you message to our customer. For you to do that, just click the final reply. There. It will turn into a new post back. So let's name this thank you post back. Then let's use another text component. Let's say thank you for providing the necessary information. Your order is now being processed. Please expect 3 to 5 business days of delivery. Then let's add another text message here. Thank you for your purchase. Have a wonderful day. There. Now we have set up a condition reply, so we will know our customer's gender, if it's male or female. Now we also created a specific reply for both genders. Now we also created a simple shop here so that the customer can browse to and buy the item. Then gather customers' information. so we can fulfill the customer's order. Now, I will just finish setting up these other two items here. So for you to do this faster, just right click on a component and click clone if this is the same message that you want to send to your customer. But please note that you can only clone these types of components. All the components, but not the postback. You cannot clone a postback. You will receive an error. So let's just clone our user input flow here. Then connect the postback. Don't forget to attach it to the right places. Like this one, you cannot clone this, the new postback, our thank you postback. So we need to create it manually. There. But this one, we can clone it. Okay, we're almost there. All right. Now we have created a very simple chatbot. For you to use this chatbot that you have created, you need to save it, of course. For you to save this, just click this button or press Ctrl S. There. If you forget entering details in one of the components that you have entered in our builder, our bot will inform you about it. Okay, let's not set up the mail section here, since the account that I will use, as I have mentioned, is in my wife's account, so it's female. So let's just imagine that what this looks like will be the same under here. You're just gonna copy it, then put it also here. There. Now let's try it. For you to try this, just click this Facebook page here. You will see the Facebook page that you have associated to your messenger bot in this area here. Once you click this, you will be redirected to your Facebook page. Okay, now here is my demo Facebook page. So let's try to message this page here. So if you still remember, the keywords that I have entered as, or the words that I have entered as my trigger keywords is hello. So let's say hello here. Then the bot should reply to you. There. As you can see, the bot addressed the customer correctly. Hi, Mrs. Darlene May. Thank you for visiting our shop. Then here is the button that you have set up, or the quick replies that we have set up, the browse catalog or not for now. So let's say you click not for now, then you will receive the correct response that we have set up there. we do understand. Please feel free to visit us again. So let's start again. Hello. To trigger the bot. There. Now for this time, I will choose the browse the catalog. Now we should receive the carousel reply, the list of items. These are the best selling items. There. Now this is the carousel reply. And these are the items that the page are offering. As you can see, you have the Get It Now button under the images. So let's say you want to buy this one. Let's click this. Now, the bot asks for your information. This information that the customer will send to your page will be saved in our database or in your messenger bot. So let's say this is your number. Now the email address. Now the delivery address. Now the thank you message. There. Now I will show you where the informations are saved in our messenger bot. Let's go back in our messenger bot. So let's refresh it first. There, as you can see, this is your created chatbot in our flow builder. You have the option to edit it and also delete it. Now, for you to see the saved information of our customers, let's go to our subscriber manager here. There, as you see, the information of the customer is saved here. Now to see the customer's answers, just click the button there. Then, here, you see the phone number of the customer. That's the one that we've provided. Then the email address and also the customer's location here. Now, if you click this user input flow answers, you will see the questions and the customer's answers also. Alright, I hope you guys learned a lot from this tutorial. If you have any questions or suggestions, please do not hesitate to comment it down in the comment section below. And please do subscribe in this video and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated when new videos comes out. That's all for today. Until next time, bye!